Yeah.
I mean,
life is older.
If we're making up lines, right?
Older than my knees.
Shit.
Welcome back to 307 Reacts. I'm Chris. This is Matt.
Well, thanks. If you guys like this episode, go ahead and leave us out. That was perfect.
Oh, shit.
Today we're watching Burden. The song is called Riot For Me, and this is actually featuring Mesus. And I'm just now reading that it's featuring Mesus, and I just got even more excited.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This one has been requested like crazy since it dropped.
We have shirts. Did you
Shirts.
guys know we have shirts? Yeah. We have them.
In the description, we put our Instagram handles. Go check that out. And
we just did a story update on it. It's pretty funny.
Actually, that depends on when this one releases. But
yeah.
We'll make a post for Instagram.
Yeah,
you can kind of see behind the scenes.
Yeah. So we have shirts. We're in the process of getting them sorted and tagged and getting an order system set up.
Yeah.
So that when when you guys pay us for it, it's all legit and we can send receipts and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
we can actually make sure that when you order something, we actually have it in stock.
We have it in stock.
Like, hey, you have medium? Like, fuck, I don't know.
Like, good question. I'm not sure. So we're gonna try as hard as we can to not run this like a band merch booth because that's what I'm used to and that's what I've been doing my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, bro, how much money you got? Yeah, that'll work. Here's a shirt. Like, we have to do something professional. So we're in the process of that. So bear with us. But they are here. They're printed. We got them all set up. So we're getting real close to that.
Yep. We're hoping to launch on the 1st.
Yep.
They will be for sale is our goal.
So here in a few weeks, yeah. Yep. So with that said, like, comment, subscribe before we get into this, and hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all of our updates. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Here we go.
Riot For Me.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
Okay. We're getting heavy with this one. Dude, it does, man.
Yeah.
And actually, like, he's fucking good. Like, he's aggressive.
Yeah,
I like
Burden's
that a lot.
got good
his
voice.
tone is sick. Wow, we're gonna get heavy with this one right off the bat. So
I mean, it's the media's so fucked up.
That's
okay?
that,
so
and
like,
that's really what it's gonna come down to.
And that's the problem. Like, and Adam Calhoun brought this up during the whole riots with the George Floyd stuff and all that stuff. He said, hey, there was a 6-year-old boy shot and killed in his front yard in a drive-by in Chicago, and no news story covered it.
Yeah.
Nobody. Not local, not national, not nothing. He goes, that's still a life. He goes, it doesn't matter if it's white, it's black. It's a young life. Yeah. It shouldn't have happened, but the media's not going to cover it because it doesn't get the views.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't play into their whole race scheme.
We got to go where all the protests are happening. We got to do all that dumb shit where everyone's holding up banners and
that's
flyers.
the thing. Without the media, the protest would have never happened.
Exactly.
It would have just been another accident or whatever.
Yep.
So it's like the media's fucked. Anyway, let's continue.
You're probably gonna hear that a lot throughout this video because I feel like we're gonna be circling back to that a lot. Yeah. So here we go.
For me or fighting back, ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic. If the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station.
White dogs matter.
Yeah,
that's
the headline,
great.
White dogs matter.
Oh, and it's ABC but upside down.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I didn't notice that one.
Microphone? No.
Yeah. That's a really pretty doggo, though.
It is.
I like that dog.
Look iconic, how ironic. If the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but the reading from the same script. White man gunned down by police, ain't nobody play that clip. No one gave a shit. I won't get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say my name. Oh, that's right, since I'm white, the situation ain't the same. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media. That's mythology. Never using my people, your people.
Again, yeah, he's and we briefly touched on this in one of our Tom McDonald videos too, where he's like, I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name. You know, like,
and All Lives Matter isn't racist or stupid because what does he say? because the system's playing us all the same,
Yeah.
basically.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a solid point, man. It's a solid point.
Like, he says all these different ethnicities and backgrounds, they matter, but if you say white lives matter, you're racist.
All of a sudden
or
you're racist or you're privileged or something like that. And it's like, no, we just want the recognition as well. Like, I don't understand.
Here's the thing. Ready?
Oh, boy.
No lives matter.
Hey.
In the grand scheme of life,
life
don't give a fuck.
We're like a little tiny coffee ground, like soaring through some fucking void in the middle of in the middle of a goddamn solar system that could just at any moment just go, and it's gone.
Like, here's the wild thing, and I was thinking about this the other day, right? So we, like, in the grand scheme of space, what we do every day has no effect on anything but our immediate surrounding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, okay, Karen didn't get her coffee in time. Oh my God, Mars is gonna blow up.
Nope.
Like, that's not like your problems in life are so insignificant compared to the grand existence of the solar system.
Yep.
Like,
and he's not saying that as like coming from a point of like
hate or malice or anything.
He's just saying like in reality, yes, like what it comes down to is if you guys have never heard the spiel on the pale blue dot, you should go check that out because it puts into perspective, like really puts into perspective how insignificant we really are.
Our problems really
in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, it really is.
Now, I'm not saying that there's not bad shit going on that needs to be changed, but what I'm saying
when he says your problems are insignificant, he's not talking about, like if you're going through, like, you lost a family member, something's going on with your children or something like that. He's not saying that that's not important. Obviously, that is important. He's just saying in the grand scheme of nature and science and how the fucking universe works, it doesn't give a shit about your kids or your problems or any of that.
Basically, the point I'm getting at is life is harsh and it is real, and I think we as a society has gotten too comfortable thinking that life should be comfortable.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
And
boom, right there.
And that's where we run into problems. Is like everybody wants to blast this, saying this, this, and this. Like, I was talking to my sister the other day, and she was saying, oh, well, here we go. I might get raked in the comments for this, but we'll see. She was like, we need more women's rights and stuff. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Like, okay, so you've already got abortion, and I understand some states don't allow you to do it. What you can argue for that whichever way you want to argue. I don't care. But the thing is she was talking about, like, in the workplace. Okay, I've worked with female mechanics who have made more money than me. I've worked with female mechanics that made the same amount of money as me. I've worked with female mechanics that have made less than me.
You know how many female bosses I've had? A lot.
Like, it depends on what you do in the job. But the point I was trying to get at with her is I was like, look, is there anything that a woman can go out and do that a man can that she can't?
Have babies. But technically you still need a man for that. So
you have rights.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are walking around act like you don't have any rights. Like, you do realize that women used to not be able to drive, right?
Women didn't even be able to.
Wyoming was the first state
You're
to
welcome,
say women could vote.
We gave you the right to vote, so there you go. Yeah. That's cool.
1920.
Yeah. What's up? So yeah, no, I get it. It is what it is, man. Let's get further
everybody's
into this,
crazy.
Everybody's crazy. The media sucks. Again, I told you we're going to repeat that over and over. It sounds like that's the theme of this. So let's keep going.
People, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more people. I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me.
He's like, look.
He's like, do you not see what? Yeah, no one gives a shit.
He's like, hello. Breaking news. No one gives a shit. That's awesome. I'm excited to hear his verse.
Like the hypocrisy of media is just astounding.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
Back 5. Let's go.
Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me. This is so exhausting, way the news talking. It's like black folks only ones dead in coffins. Black on black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live by the gun, die by the gun. When it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none. But soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right.
Say I ain't white, let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to.
Now, see, I do like what he said. He goes, you know, the camera batteries died? Because, like, and here's the thing. I saw it on Facebook. I didn't bother commenting on it because I was like, I'm not about to get into this. But some girl was saying, you know, we need to fight against police brutality and stuff. And you know what? There are some officers who take it way too far, and they need to be dealt with appropriately. And for the most part, they are. Sometimes they let them slide where they maybe shouldn't, but whatever. But she was saying, you know, there's a huge problem with blacks being killed by cops. And I'm like, okay, but you do, like, and another guy commented, and he said, well, more white people are shot every year by cops.
I was going to say, what about white people being killed by cops?
But she's like, well, no, that doesn't matter because it's by proportion, right? So there's less, you know, like black people fall within the minority of people who get pulled over by cops or whatever compared to white people. So, like, you have to look at it on a scale. Like... It's like almost like per capita, right?
You're talking.
So I was like, okay, well, per capita, let's look at the hood and how many black on black crimes and killings happen compared to white on white crimes and killings that happen, and you'll find out that a whole lot more happens in the hood.
Oh yeah,
and the crazy
That's
thing
what he was saying, you know,
is like the
happens
cops
in the hood. No one blinks an eye. You know, like doesn't fucking matter.
And the cops go there to try to figure out, like, you know, what the fuck's going on. But nobody wants to talk to the cops because the media's made them afraid of the cops. And they're afraid of their own society because, hey, if I say something...
If I rat someone out or say something
I'm
wrong,
done.
I'm next.
Yeah, my family's done.
The second the flashing lights leave the neighborhood and the news trucks leave, I'm dead. I'm going to die next.
Yeah.
And because all the hype is gone on that one story, no one's going to give a shit about me. They're not going to circle the block again and come back when this dude fucking puts a cap in my face, dude, and then comes back and I'm dead now. And it's like, oh, yeah, you get nothing because you fucking, you know, we did our story over there. It's fine.
It's so fucked up.
It's weird, man. But there's a documentary, look up a documentary. I think it's on Netflix. It's called Snow on the Bluff. Man, if you want an inside scoop on
I have to check that out.
Some real hood shit it's pretty real. I won't give anything away. Just go check it out. Snow on the Bluff. Maybe I'll tag it.
I mean, I lived in the hood in Spokane. Like, it's sketch, dude.
I played a show in the hood in Spokane. Didn't even know I was there until I saw a prostitute and her dude. Like,
he didn't even realize that he was a block and a half away from the Hell's Angels chapter house.
I had no idea. I hadn't been there. I didn't know. And when I asked my grandma and my aunt to come down and watch because they lived up there, I was like, we're playing a show. Both of them were like, oh, in the college district, like.
Checkers?
Yeah, that's what it was. They were like, I don't think so. And then later, I saw a pimp riding around on his bike, not his motorcycle,
bike.
His bike with fucking ape hangers and shit. It was a real thing. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was fucking
wild.
crazy. So, anyways, back five. Let's finish her out.
I ain't right. Say I ain't white, let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to run away and scrap. Reaching for the strap, but he get it first. So I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to ride a name on a shirt. When the truth is I just got without.
So did you notice what he said there?
No.
He said, so let's say I'm black. He goes, the cop tries to pull me over. I start running. I go to reach for my strap, right, his gun, to shoot at the police. He goes, but he gets me first. So the cop shoots me. He goes, but then you guys are going to riot for me because a cop killed me and I was black. When really... He was running away.
The cop was defending himself.
And the cop was about to defend himself.
Because the cop saw him going for clearly a gun, and he's like, well, I have to take
So here's the
corrective
crazy
action.
thing. Police have such a thin line that they have to be aware of all the time in these situations. And here's the thing. I was reading through a book of, like, questions they would ask you when you're, like, becoming a police officer, right? And one of the questions, and it's, like, under their moral dilemmas or whatever, one of the questions is, okay, so there's a guy who is just escaped your cop car, okay? Now he's running. He's running away from you. He has his back to you, but he has a knife. Do you shoot him? Let's say he's way faster than you. Like, there's no way you're going to run him down. Do you shoot him in the back?
It depends on the context of the crime, right? I mean, like you said, he is...
The crime doesn't matter at this point. At this point, you see... your guy escaping and he has a knife in his hand running away from you.
I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't know. What do you do? Like, what do you guys do? I really don't know.
So here's the thing: you don't know if he's going to hurt anybody.
Right.
Else. That's the hard.
Yeah, you don't know if
that's
he's
the hard part. And your job is
that,
to protect and serve.
And
right?
now he's already in that felon mode where he's like,
he's escaped your car. You have to get him back, but he's running away with a weapon. You don't know if he's going to try to carjack somebody, if he's just going to open a door and stab some
Right,
lady and
yeah,
take her car.
uh-huh.
So, like, you actually have to take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's the rough part, because the media is going to say, oh, he shot him in the back. An innocent man
shot
shot
an
him
innocent
in the
black
back.
man. That's
Like,
what I was saying. It depends on the context of the
and
thing.
that's the thing. It doesn't matter if the dude's white or black. Like, you're gonna get shot. Like, that's what it is.
You're committing felonious acts.
Yeah.
And you're gonna pay for it.
And the safety of the public and those around you is more important.
That's what it comes down to, right?
And that's a rough call to make.
That's why I don't want to be a cop, right there.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to make that call, because that would suck.
That's a rough call. Man.
That would suck. Like, well, I'm gonna shoot this man, and on the inside he's probably innocent, but he did the shit that led up to this, and now
he's dangerous right now. Like,
that's what
I don't
I'm saying.
know what
Like,
he's gonna do.
Now he's got to go down. So
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to be a cop. Let's go.
Now I'm just another reason to write a name on a shirt, when the truth is I just got what I deserve. When you playing dumb games and you win a dumb prize, less it's whites killing blacks, they don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us? 'Cause red, white, and blue, it's the colors that unite us.
Yeah.
Getting sick and tired of the looting and the riots, when the truth is if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me.
Yeah, I mean, right there, they if Mesus did that to a cop, they'd had every right to shoot him. Like, he was reaching for the gun. Like,
I was gonna say, in that situation, bro, you're not allowed to do that. Like, you can't just tackle a cop. You are gonna get shot.
Yeah.
At the very least, in that situation, you're gonna get tased. But probably,
if you're lucky, you're gonna
that's
get
what I'm
tased.
saying. That's what I'm saying. If you're lucky, he'll switch and pull out his taser. But he's already got the gun drawn, and you're intervening. Like,
like it's such.
well, I don't want to be a cop.
It's such a rough, and it's not. I don't know. To me, it seems so black and white. Okay, if you're committing a crime, you're guilty of the crime. Okay, they're gonna arrest you. Whether that goes smoothly or not is entirely up to you.
Okay. The cops will oftentimes tell you that. If they'll tell you, like, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
And I'll even tell you this: sometimes cops will like put in a little bit of word, be like, "Hey, this guy did this, but he was, easy to deal with. Seemed like a good guy. It was a mistake, and that'll give you at least some sort of leeway on a sentence.
Man, even if you have fucked up and you're gonna go down, like you're getting arrested for something or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, even then, the best thing you can do is just be honest and truthful with the cops and be respectable. Like,
even if you think that they're wrong, settle it in court. Like, don't try to settle it on the street.
Don't settle it on the street, bro. That's how.
Because you settle it on the street, you end up dead.
That's how you end up getting shot, man. You're not your own lawyer. You don't know how things work. You don't know how the system works. So
they're like, oh, you were driving drunk. You're like, I'm clearly not drunk. He's like, well, we're gonna have to take you in. Well, you just go fuck in with him.
Unfortunately,
like,
you can piss and moan in the back of his car. That's fine.
Yeah,
you can do
say
that.
this is bullshit.
You
like,
can,
but
at the end of the day, like, do what he's asking you to do.
Don't try to run. Put your hands behind your back. Don't be a dickhead. Like,
I mean, the justice system can be, can make mistakes, and it has made mistakes in the past. But for the most part,
you're far better off
if you play your part and play along, man, and just be respectable and just do what they ask you to do. Your chances are a lot better at getting out of there sooner or not going at all.
And I'd almost rather be in jail for something I didn't do than be dead.
That's just it. Like, I'd rather spend a day in a cell with some shitty coffee and a bad blanket or something like that than have to just deal with the consequences and end up with a bullet hole in me, or end up with a hospital bill at the very least, or your life or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was good, man. I think the message was good.
That was a good one.
It might stir up some discussion in the comments. That's okay. We're fine with that. But be civil with each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't be dicks. Like, you guys are allowed to have debates in our comments. That's fine. But please don't start fights. We're not here for that.
You starting fights, the comments are going to start being deleted.
Yeah,
we'll
start deleting shit. So I want you guys to have discussions about it because I think it is stuff that we need to talk about for sure.
It's
it needs to be
important.
talked
Like,
about. Absolutely.
That's why these artists make music like this, is to inspire discussion.
I feel like we've said this at the end of a Tom video before. Probably no lives matter. But I feel like it's been said before. But that's just it. You know, we're here to have good discussion, and that's what keeps us from getting in fights with each other is you can respectfully disagree. That's fine. That's totally fine. We're allowed to have different opinions, but it's not worth getting in a fight over and fucking, ending up costing somebody's life at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's crazy,
so anyways, that was really good.
Yeah, if you guys like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, on this video you're watching right now and the original. Go ahead and leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see next.
Yes.
Just smash that subscribe button, okay? Put it in a chokehold. Put your knee on it.
Do next. I don't know.
Yeah,
do whatever.
Put it in full Nelson. Okay?
Yeah.
And just smash it, man. Click that bell. Become part of the
Notification gang.
And we will see you guys next time. Bow.
4 out of 5 backwards hats.
Yeah.